7.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. There are two different things that I'd like to discuss with you tonight. The first one being a storm that is barreling down on our country and will be impacting approximately 250 million Americans in 40 different states. We've been working together here at the FEMA headquarters and have opened our National Response Coordination Center and are working with local and state authorities to make sure that we're getting individuals and communities pre-deployed resources that they may need and also preparing them for the upcoming days, which will significantly impact them and their citizens. The Trump administration and FEMA are working closely with them to get them information, to get them resources, and to help them be prepared and well equipped for the road ahead as we go through this next week. But before I take any questions and give more details on the storm and its impact, I do want to address the tragic situation that we saw in Minneapolis today that unfolded on the streets. It occurred with DHS law enforcement as they carried out their lawful duties to keep Americans safe in the threat of criminal illegal aliens in this country. At 9:05 a.m. Central Time, the Department of Homeland Security law enforcement officials and officers were conducting targeted operations in Minneapolis against an illegal alien whose criminal history included domestic assault with intentionally inflicting bodily harm, disorderly conduct, and driving without a valid license. An individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently. Fearing for his life and for the lives of his fellow officers around him, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics were on the scene immediately and attempted to deliver medical aid to the subject, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect also had 2 magazines with ammunition in them that held dozens of
resurgence. Stay alive and keep the squad in the fight.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
He also had no ID.
Statement that I turn it over to
What? Why? I can't even use mine?
Marking enemy. Objective simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
I've seen videos. By the way, it's sickening.
I'm back in.
Yeah, yes. As I talked about as a officer, just wanting the federal government again because of this investigation, the state of Maryland, period.
There's a bounty contract. Squad mate is redeploying. Well done. Squad mates back on station. Good work.
There's a difference.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them. All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of
There's a
job.
bounty contract.
Give them what they want. Minnesota and our local law enforcement, as you have seen, have done everything to de-escalate. Media has reported extensively on cooperating to escalate the situation. Once again, remove the this
Your
force
squad mate is
of Minnesota.
redeployed. Well done.
They are sowing chaos and violence. We've seen deadly violence from federal agents again and again and again. But Professor,
All squad mates are in the safe zone.
the best of
You've got gas moving in.
peacefully exercising their First
You have reinforcements inbound.
and I attended in the church basement hundreds of Minnesotans all faith, packing care packages for families that have been ripped apart. Despite the horrific acts by this federal government, Minnesotans are standing up for protest.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Hunt them down.
Witnessing the future prosecution of ICE agents and officials responsible for this. They're helping their neighbors.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I salute their courage.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
All Americans
Squad mates back on station. Good work.
horrific, cruel, unprofessional, absolute abomination that is reason for what these
Bounty
agents are
target
doing in our
marked. Kill them
schools.
all.
They think they can provoke us into abandon our values. We'll keep the peace and secure the justice with our neighbors. Minnesota continuously is being denigrated. Professionals in the room, with decent human beings in the room that will keep the peace. With this, I'd like to turn it over to the Department of Public Safety for updates.
Reloading. You have reinforcements inbound.
Need medical. Public safety for the Department of Public Safety, and again, it's my honor to serve. A man was shot and killed this morning in Minneapolis. I want to pause and remember what cannot get lost in this moment. Man died. His family and friends are feeling unimaginable heartbreak and trauma. And I know Minnesotans and I know our community will rally around this man's family and friends to support him. I also understand clearly that people are upset. They're scared. They're confused. And I want to assure you that this state's public safety officials and our local law enforcement partners are doing everything in our power to get answers, to help return a sense of normalcy back to our communities. You have the right to demonstrate peacefully. We recognize that demonstrations are often driven by strong emotions, beliefs, and a desire to be heard. But please, please, remain peaceful. I want to say it again, that because it is important and it is critical. Peacefully demonstrate. By doing so, you help local authorities get answered. You help us to do our investigation. And being peaceful can help ensure nobody else to get killed. Thousands and thousands of people who gathered yesterday in Minneapolis proved that Minnesotans can make their voices heard peacefully. They can do so without violence. They can do so without destruction. State resources are available and ready to support our local law enforcement partners as requested. Those resources include the Minnesota State Patrol, the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, and the Minnesota National Guard. With that, we'll stand for questions.
Governor, made this request before. Is there any reason to believe that it would be answered differently? Having conversations with the president, with the federal
Enemies are dropping into the
is there
area.
any indication that they are playing along with that?
Recon contract marked.
We spoke twice this morning.
Moving in.
This shooting.
Kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map. Get hunted.
They were going to chaos. And second call is with no uncertain terms that we will investigate this. We will not be spoken of. What we've already seen, and you saw this morning, for any investigation, federal government giving stories,
Stay alive. Bring them back.
putting up pictures of unrelated people who we don't know anything about.
You're in the top 10.
Victor
Keep
Fire.
knocking them down. Enemy crossing the AR.
I ask Americans, this will end when enough Americans say this will end. Do you have any confidence Donald Trump will do the right
Mark the
thing?
buy station. Ready to redeploy.
Your squad mate is redeployed.
I
Well
do
done.
have a lot of confidence. And I think after all the reporting that's been done, after everything that's been said under the pretense that they are here about immigration reform, and quit referring to these people as law enforcement. They are not law enforcement. We have law enforcement who do an incredible job. And to denigrate the people, denigrate the work of our people who are out there cleaning up their mess, no, I don't have a lot of confidence that he himself will do it, but here's what I do have confidence in. There's a whole lot of Republicans for whatever reason cannot find their spot. But they might find the ability to know that they're not going to win another election as long as they live, unless they stand up for what's right, stand up for the rule of law, and stand up for decency and stuff.
Just to follow up, because then if that is not the case, what are the people in this are supposed to do who are in the middle right now? Because if they just stonewall and you're trying to investigate, is that first step?
I speak to people in Minnesota. Especially recently given that we get shot in the face on the streets coming out of the donation. We cannot give them what they want. I don't know how to say this in so many terms, to watch the madness that we witnessed over this last week and what it's doing. As I've said, exercise your First Amendment rights. Speak out. Bear witness and document legally.
Switching mats!
But I understand the risk in that. And I understand the courage that it takes to have people out there doing this. Thank God. Thank God. DHS, these 7 heroic guys who went outside and howling against them or something. It's nonsense, people. It is nonsense and it's lying. So my confidence is this, Minnesota. You know who you are, and you demonstrated the American public knows, and this needs to be the event that says enough.
You should go ahead. Excuse me. WCCO. That you talk about trust the federal government to handle this investigation. We know with the Renee Good shooting, BCA said not to say anything. Has there been any suggestion that BCA is not allowed to do this investigation? Do you have officers on the ground doing an investigation right now?
Related to whether or not the BCA is on the ground currently with the investigation. And the previous investigation where BCA had right now is that we no longer have BCA, Public Safety, State Patrol, or Minneapolis on the ground at that crime scene.
Reloading!
What I will tell you, and not to get further into the investigation, but DHS pulled out of the scene, leaving that to Minnesota State Patrol, Minneapolis. We did not have enough resources to be able to hold that ground safely, and we had to leave that scene because of the number of people that were available, and the safety of those public, and the safety of our teams. We were able to get there, but at that time we were not able to hold that scene to do a crime scene investigation. I can't talk any more about those details.
Handling the investigation then, if not neither DHS nor
That is engaged and involved, and we are working at the request of the Minneapolis Police Department on this the scene and doing this investigation. So we are there, we're available.
What are y'all doing?
We don't have anything more to share.
Gosh.
Again, we were not able to hold it. Make sure people were safe.